Please hold on. Okay. Good afternoon. Where we engage our thought leaders, public officials, and key stakeholders on pressing matters shaping our society. I am Abraham Minor Joda, and on today's edition, we're turning the spotlight on the upcoming NUJ Press Week in Taraba State. It is significant. It's significant expectations and the role of the media in fostering community development and security. Stay with us as we dive into the conversation that matters. And with me to have this conversation is the Vice Chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Taraba State Council, the Chairman, Central Planning Committee of the Press Week, a very senior colleague of mine, and a well-known face in print, in media, and in the media generally in Taraba State and Nigeria. We have Mr. Ado Adamu also. Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Ado Adamu also to the show. Yeah,
it's my pleasure to be with you.
Okay, it's my pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have discussions with our senior colleagues. Well, you are the ones that lay the foundations, and we are just following the good trail that the path that you've created for us. And Taraba State NUJ has done well for NUJ. Yeah. So today, what we have to talk about is the NUJ Press Week.
Yes.
So for years now, for almost 10 years, we've not had the Press Week. First of all, I would like you to let our viewers know, what is the Press Week all about? What is the idea behind the Press Week?
Yeah, well, thank you for the opportunity. And let me start by seriously commending Som TV for the wonderful media work you've been doing in Taraba State, especially with your state-of-the-art facilities. Your studio is quite modern and is quite inspiring. It's giving a lot of color to the practice in Taraba State. As the media professional body in Nigeria, we're proud of Som TV, and we fully associate with all your programs. And going to the question about the Press Week. Yeah, the Press Week is like you have in any other professional body. The media profession also have set aside a particular period within the cycle of our annual calendar to have a week-long event whereby we interact with our host community and then dissect issues that affect both the media and then the society in order to find ways of synergizing so that we can work together for the public. So the essence of the Press Week usually is for the media community to come together with the host community, whether it is at the national level or at the zonal or even at the state councils level, so that we can interact with policymakers, with members of the society that the media usually serve, and then exchange ideas, take stock of the relationship, and then plan together on how to better work together for the development of the society. Don't forget, the media, the press is the fourth estate of the realm. When we say this, we simply mean that the press is the fourth arm of the government. Mm-hmm. And as the fourth arm of the government, we are saddled with the responsibility of, giving information, education, and entertainment, and servicing the other three arms of government. And so you only do this when there is synergy. So the Press Week is usually a platform that is created for people that are within our jurisdiction to meet us so that we discuss our issues. We also look at the challenges that is being faced in terms of the practice in the area, for instance, in Taraba State, and what are the ways that we are supposed to deploy so that we have a very seamless media practice, and then the society continue to benefit from it, because the fundamental principle of journalism practice is to serve the people better, give people better services that will improve their lives.
Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful lecture there. Yes. And I think our viewers out there will have learned a lot from what you said. We understand why the Press Week and what the Press Week is all about. Now I would like to know, what are the Press Week, for how long will this hold? from when to when, and what activities are slated for this press week?
Well, so the press week is built to start on the 11th of April, and it will run to the 17th on the eve of Easter. That is when we are going to have the grand finale and the main day. Usually they build up from the 11th to this. We have a series of activities lined up, but basically they are media activities that focus only for our members. We are going to go to the mosque on Friday. Our Muslim colleagues will go to the mosque and then pray for the media practice in Taraba State. And on Sunday, our Christian brothers and sisters will go to the church for a Thanksgiving service. And on Monday, we are going to have a press conference whereby we will tell the public a lot about the forthcoming press week and the role of the people as is being expected during the press week. Then we are going to have a medical outreach for our members at the press center, the NUJ Press Center, the headquarters of the Nigerian Press in Taraba State at the in Jalingo here. We are going to screen our colleagues, especially, we do a lot of our services using our eyes, in particular our sight. And so there's going to be screening, free screening for eyes. This is going to be in collaboration with some of our partners, Federal Medical Center, and that will be on this day. And then we are planning also a novelty football match, which has been worked out by the SWAN. The SWAN is the Sport Writers Association of Nigeria, is an arm of the NUJ. So we're working out. The details will be made available in due course. The venue and the novelty match, how it is going to take place. And the grand finale will come on Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning, where we're expecting a lot of dignitaries from across the country that will come and celebrate with the media. And we're going to have, on the main event, is going to be a very serious media engagement. And the focus is going to be, the theme for this year's week is Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, at 70.
Okay.
The journey is so far. There is a coincidence that this press week is coming when the Nigeria Media, the union, NUJ, is celebrating its 70th anniversary. So we are 70 years old in Nigeria. You could see that we're even older than Nigeria as a country. NUJ is indeed one of the oldest professional bodies in the country. No wonder it contributed immensely in the history of Nigeria as one of the main bulldozers that fought for even for the independence of Nigeria. And over the years, it has been the NUJ in front, every other person leading, giving us what we have today as the democracy we are enjoying. Because we believe that the democracy today that we enjoy is as a result of the sweat and blood of media practitioners.
Yes.
And so we are standing in front. We're always in the front line.
Yes.
And it's been like that for 70 years. So we are worth national celebration. And so when we are doing this celebration at the time we are 70 years, it calls for everybody to join the media practice to celebrate for us, for standing in front and giving us independence, and then for giving us back the freedom for governance, which is democracy. And the media, that is why they say the biro is mightier than the sword. It was when people like Dele Giwa then were in front fighting people that were with the armor tanks in the field. And they pushed them back to the barrack. And we have freedom to choose our leaders. And the governance has been restored to the people. And that is one thing we are always proud of. So the media is indeed not only a medium for practicing, but is a medium for salvation. It's a medium for leveraging societies.
Thank you very much. You've heard it from the deputy chairman, the vice chairman of Taraba State, NUJ. And just like he said, the media have played critical role. For 70 years, NUJ as a body has been fighting. Even before the independence of Nigeria, NUJ was there to fight. And during the fight for democracy, we have media men like Bagauda Kauto, Dele Giwa, paid the ultimate price for democracy. And also we've had media men gone to prison for trumped-up charges of coup plotting and the rest of it. And up to date, the media is still out there ensuring that you keep informed and fighting for good governance in Nigeria. So now, but this is quite interesting because for almost 10 years, we've not had Media Week in Taraba. So I believe this will be a very, very special one. And you said something about football. Are you going to be part of those that will play the football match?
Yeah, it's going to be a novelty football match, and for me personally, I'm a sport fan, not necessarily football, but at least I'm fit, and you can see that all journalists are field workers, and so they're always fit for this kind of thing. So it's going to be a wonderful, a spectacular outing, and people need to come and support once the modalities are worked out.
Okay, so you should expect to see some of the people you see on TV and they'll write those stories with the play football match and other things. Now, coming to the highlights of the event, we are going to have lectures, we're going to have awards. So what are the awards we are expecting and the awardees that those that will be given the award at this event?
Okay, well, let me start with the lectures. Like since the theme is the NUJ at 70, the journey so far, is going to be quite striking, taking the public down memory lane on how the journey has been for the media practice and even Taraba since its creation up to this time. So we have a very credible, one of the best brands in the Nigerian media practice. In fact, one of the libraries of the media practice in Nigeria, in person of Shuaibu Lehman, who has been the longest serving national secretary of the NUJ. He is billed to be the guest speaker, and he will be speaking on the Nigerian Union of Journalists 70 years journey so far. And by the time he engages the public, you understand the role the media has played and the challenges we are facing today in a borderless community, in a borderless society. So going to the award, the Nigerian Union of Journalists Award is unique. We are in the era where awards have been monetized, where awards have become instrument for political patronage and seeking various other interests. But the media is a credible organization. We operate based on standard ethical values, and we find it absolutely expedient and necessary to only give our award to those who are well-deserving. And that is why we put in place a very credible and highly respectful procedure, which is very meticulous, that brings out these personalities, especially coming at a time where there has been a break for about 10 years without this press week. Credible members were put together by the State Council under the leadership of Comrade Matthew Elliott Jen, who is the State Council Chairman. And we look at various areas, and we have awards in 5 categories. And for the purpose of some of our planning exigencies, I may not, roll out all of them, but one of the very special ones we have, which has gone through a very meticulous process, is that of the Security Man of the Year award. And that award is going to His Excellency Governor Bukefas. And people may say, why the governor? But all of us are living witnesses today, massive transformation that has taken place in terms of security of lives and property in Taraba State under the leadership of the current administration. And we're not playing politics with this at all. Ordinarily, you can give him the best governor, you can give him different other awards, but in NUJ, we give awards tied to results. And this is where we see he has strongly excelled. And this is where we see everybody's life is being impacted. You remember that even Jalingo, Taraba State Capital, was a sort of a theater of, banditry, especially kidnapping. People barely sleep in their homes. I know so many families that had the privilege of living outside Jalingo had moved to Abuja and other places before now. In fact, I was personally affected. I had to leave my area to relocate to another area for many years. In fact, even in my area, for instance, I could count the number of people who were not kidnapped, who didn't fall victims of kidnapping. So that alone, in Jalingo alone, today there is sanity, people have come back, there's hope. And generally, the peaceful atmosphere across our communities in the rural areas. There's a lot of improvements from all over. Look at communities like Yoro, Zinc. Look at communities like Bali. And all these people, there used to be just, those places have been turned to kidnapping heavens. But with the current administration effort and security agencies, we're witnessing a relatively calm situation there. And we feel His Excellency deserves a kudos from the media family. And this is one of them. But we have 4 other awards, and time may not allow us to go into details of them, but they are all well-deserved awards across different spectrum of the society.
Oh, thank you very much. And viewers there, you've been listening to the Vice Chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Taraba State Council, and Chairman, Central Planning Committee of the Press Week. And he has been speaking on the Press Week, Taraba State Press Week 2025. And he just spoke about the award of the Security Man of the Year given to the governor. And if you know, on Sun TV and on my programs, I always ensure I ask people, in what area do you rate the governor of Taraba State? And the general consensus is the improvement in security. And here on Sun TV and also on Taraba News, we are always bringing success story of our bandits have been arrested. And even this this studio, this digital studio we have in Taraba here, and we broadcasting will not be possible if there is insecurity in the state. Nobody invests in an insecure environment. So I think I agree with the NUJ. It has done a thorough job in that aspect. So we also like to look at how do we, those that are not of the media, how do they participate in this, and what collaboration do you need from people outside of the media to ensure this event is a success?
Well, thank you. It's a very critical question. Like we said, it's named Press Week, but it's not only for members of the press. There are events that are strictly media-based, but the general event, especially the 17th April event, when it's going to be the grand finale, is for everybody. People need to come around to show solidarity with the NUJ, with the press. I'm sure everybody is being touched. You are being reached, whether you reach out to us or we reach out to you on a daily basis. That is the media for you. We follow you into your bedrooms and even into your conveniences. As we talk here, I don't know the number of audience we are reaching. Somebody with his radio is inside his bedroom. Even in the toilets today, we use our phones. So the media is always with you. That is why we served you. So you can honor these privileges, by coming to us, also to listen to us firsthand as we talk about these issues. Your presence is very, very important. And you can bring in suggestions on how you think we can service you better and how you think we can uphold our professional standard. You may be having some minor issues with some of the issues that we do in the media. It's a platform for you to come and ventilate. And so we are there to, take input from members of the society in forms of feedback so that we can now sit back again, reorganize so that we can service you better. The whole purpose of this thing is the people. The essence of this journalism job we are doing is for the people. And when the people are not there, there's no even essence doing any media work. Whether you print, nobody read. Whether you do broadcast and you are broadcasting to nobody, or at the end of the day, it will just not make any meaning. So the people can support us by coming to attend this. But the venue of this event is at the C2C Event Center around the 6th Brigade area, Jalingo, Taraba State Capital. And we have a lot of dignitaries that will be attending. His Excellency Jolly Tavoronyami, the first executive governor of Taraba State, is going to be the guest of honor, special guest of honor. His Excellency Governor Abu Kefas is among the awardees. He will be seated there. Our colleagues, who has been in the media for many years before he ascended the throne of his parents, the Lamb of Gashaka, one of the first-class emirs in Taraba State, is the royal father of the day. And we have the national president of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Al-Hassan, and many other national officers also coming to be part of this historic event. So it's an event that is, out there to bridge the gap and then to give you first-class contact with the media hierarchy, especially the top echelon of the media. So come together, come and celebrate with us as we mark this day, especially our colleagues in various media organizations. I think the media owners should declare a work-free day for on that 17th, so that all of us should converge and celebrate ourselves. But again, it may not be possible because we need to even beam this in live. So that is the challenge of the media. When there's just no free time, there's just no holiday for us, because even the holiday itself is worth broadcasting. Like one of my bosses used to say, they say, if the holiday will not make sense without the TV, without the radio, because people will be bored at home. So this is the life of a media practitioner. He is always working when other people are resting, and he's also working when other people are working. So he has no free time, he has no spare time. Every part of his life is very important. And so we welcome everybody, and we especially invite our colleagues, media listeners, our audiences across platforms, the TV, the radio, newspaper, everybody that has anything to do with the media is invited to C2C, to come to Event Center, to come and celebrate with the media family in Taraba State.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ado Adamu, also, who is the Vice Chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Taraba State Council, and Chairman, Central Planning Committee of the Press Week. The NUJ Press Week is going to come up from between 17th to between 11th to 17th April 2025. Is a week-long event, and it's going to take place at the C2C Event Center close to the 6th Brigade in Jalingo. And he has said a lot about this, and I think you should look up to them. We're always here, even when he tried to declare a work-free day, found out that it is impossible because we just have to beam it live to we will always be here for you, and that's what we do on Some TV. So thank you very much, sir. What's your final word for our viewers there?
Thank you. My final take-home is we appreciate you. We value all our audiences from across platforms, and we cannot do any media business without the audience. You are very important to us, and always give us feedback, especially in this modern age of technology where feedback can be received in very simple ways. Please do not hesitate, and always show us love and appreciation. You know, we don't want to be celebrities, but we want to be heroes of serving societies. We want to give life to where life is diminishing. And the only way we do that is when there is opening from the people. Always engage us, always call our attention to places that you think need media attention. Sometimes it's not the security man you call to come and rescue your situation. It's the media man. You have been doing that. We value everybody in Taraba State. Taraba is richly endowed. Taraba is one of the best states in the country, and we can do better when we work together with everybody, with the focus of building Taraba to an enviable height. Support the government, support security agencies, and support every meaningful development in Taraba State, whether it is a business investment, whether it is any other type of investment, because all these inputs together makes a wonderful society that is prosperous and that has prospect to build, itself into an enviable height where everybody can come and invest and can live a better life. The simple message, final one, is join us as we celebrate this week. If you cannot make it physically and personally, please join us in prayers and pray for the NUJ and the media family. But if you can make it, please, you are formally welcome and to the event.
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Issues of the Moment, where we celebrate, where we spoke about the NUJ Taraba State Press Week. So we hope you've enjoyed this insightful discussion with our guest, Mr. Ado Adamu, also was the Vice Chairman, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Taraba State Council, and Chairman, Central Planning Committee of the Press Week 2025. So stay tuned for more exciting programs and discussion. As we wrap up this episode, we appreciate the NUJ Taraba State Chapter for partnering with Some TV. We're a chapel of the NUJ for the special coverage. So you'll see you next time on Issues of the Moment. I am Abraham Minor Joda. Have a wonderful day.